Hi guys. Okay, got a dream to tell you. Boom. Um, just had this dream. And it was a message to me and someone else, my aunt. It was a reoccurring dream. It's a message to me and my aunt, a recurring dream. And anyway, so it starts off. Now I might forget things, so it's going to be kind of all over the place. But I literally just woke up 3 minutes ago from this dream. So I'm in Chatham visiting my mom. I have to go back to Windsor. And this is the first dream. I walk back to Windsor. I'm walking. I get a ride. I hitchhike to Windsor. I go down highway number 2, and I get to the bridge that goes over the 401 at Tilbury. I'm coming down the bridge that goes over the 401 at Tilbury, and there's a polar bear that's been killed, but it's still alive. Its head's moving around, and there's a police officer and a couple other people there. Like it was skinned alive. Its head was sort of ripped off and contorted, but it was still acting normal like a polar bear. But it wasn't walking, it was just looking around and licking itself and doing its normal thing. And the officer was a girl officer, and she was helping it, taking care of it. I guess while it died. And I go, Jesus, that's brutal, man. I think he's still alive. And I'm going over the bridge, and I come down the bridge, and it's on the side that goes down to the highway, which runs underneath the 401. And I can show you on the Google if you want, but it's not important. So anyway, as I'm coming down the bridge, the polar bear, there's an officer taking care of it till it dies. And then I get freaked out, and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go back home. It's too far. So I end up back home. Then I'm back home, and I want to tell someone. I feel like I want to tell somebody this. Okay. But I don't. And then I end up with my aunt, and she lives out west somewhere in the States, just along the Canadian-U.S. border. And she's there with another guy. The guy's got long beard, kind of chubby, but he's a I think he's a Christ or something like that. A very spiritually powerful dude. And I come across her, and I'm with, I think, Christ, but he's like a ghost beside me. Anyway, I somehow I get to my aunt, and she got beat up, and I'm going, you got beat up? She had a scar on the side of her head, and she's a fighter, man. She can fight. I've seen her fight. She's not like martial arts or boxer. I mean, just live a normal girl. But when she can fight, when she got it, holy shit. So anyway, I'm talking to her, and she's saying there's a gang or something, a cult, a gang that's after her, and she's got to go back to Windsor. So I'm going to talk. So she has to go back to Windsor with her friend, but they're afraid to go. And they're sitting around, 3 of them. There's 3. My aunt, the chubby dude, the real smart, spiritual, crazy chubby dude, and another guy. And he was helping her out too, or it was a girl, I can't remember. It was just silent, like sitting there watching this other person that was with her. And I was with my guy, and maybe someone else, I don't know. And I have to go to Windsor, and she has to go to Windsor. Both going to Windsor, and we have to cross that bridge. And then I get talking to her, and she goes, well, I was at we were on our way, and we were crossing the bridge at Tilbury over the 401, and that's when we got attacked, and I got in a fight. And so I had to come back, right? And I'm going, I just saw a fucking polar bear got killed right there. Coming down the bridge to going into on number 2. They're going to Tilbury before you get into Windsor, and she goes, "It's crazy, man." She goes, I don't know, but I think there's something else going on, right? She goes, how did they know that we were crossing the bridge? How do they know? How do they know? And I'm going, how does who know? How does what? What are you talking about? She goes, well, the gang. She goes, I was just going to Windsor to cross the bridge. How do they know? How come they were there waiting for me? And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, right? And all I know is I saw a polar bear that was skinned alive and cutted and chopped up with an axe, but its head was still moving around. And a polar bear, okay? So I think it got hit by a truck, but I don't think it got hit by a truck. But it might have. I don't know. Either way, then I see, I go, I go, look. I went there a while ago. And this is another dream, by the way. I went there a while ago to cross the bridge. And as I was getting to the bridge, I saw people along the railroad tracks with binoculars looking. And I go, they're spotters, but I didn't know what they were spotting. I thought they were police or something, right? And there's 3 spotters. And they were big guys, big giant muscle guys. And they had like track pants on and tight shirts and big muscles. One guy had binoculars, the other guy had a gun, he had binoculars, the other guy had a t-shirt, and he had some high-tech equipment. They all had long blades. And that was like a fucking serious gang, right? And I told her that, and she goes, spotters, that's how much? She goes, that's how. She goes, that's how they saw you. I go, yeah, I saw them there, but I turned around and came back. And they weren't looking for me. She goes, I walked right by them. No, I said, I walked right by the guy, the one spotter on the bridge, near the bridge. Or he was on the other side of the bridge somewhere, and I walked right by him going on my way. And he didn't do nothing to me. But anyway, I never did get across the bridge because I got scared of the spotters. Right? And she goes, scared? You're scared? I'm going, yeah, I got scared. And I came back. And I got scared from the polar bear and I came back. She goes, I got scared. I got attacked, and I came back. I'm going, yeah, what is this? And so I go, well, let's go again right now. She goes, and then somebody said, well, I got a car, let's go. So we all get in the car and we're driving down number 2. We get to, she goes, I have to drive. She goes, this is as far as I can take you, this person, because she lives just before the bridge on number 2. So she drops off. We come walking up to the bridge. We're walking up to the bridge. I go, look. And there was a police. The police had cordoned off. As you're coming down the bridge, we're at the top of the bridge, me and my aunt, and a bunch of other people. There's like 6 of us. There's 2 guys with my aunt and 2 people with me. And they had, I knew there was a spotter staring at us because there was 3 guys. The police had blocked the road and got 2 people in custody. One guy had blonde hair and a tight t-shirt, real muscular. The other guy with short black hair. He looked Eastern European and he spoke Eastern European, and big muscles, and tall and skinny with them track pants. You know, the track pants with the lines that go down like Adidas. They love them things over there. Anyway, he had that, and the police, the police said you can't cross because we blocked off the road. Okay, so I'm like, fine. And so I'm sitting near the police van or whatever that's on top of the bridge, and they grab this guy, and they take him in, and he starts going like speaking Eastern European, and I tell the cop, I go, there's one more guy and he's watching you right now. There's one more guy and he's watching you. He's over there somewhere. I don't know. I'm just like, I got to feel it. There he is. I've seen these three guys before. There's two now, and there's one over there watching what's happening. Then, I don't know what happened. I can't remember the details, so I'm just going to spit it out before I forget. I don't know if he stops, and the European guy stops and turns to me. Because I said, the spotters, there's three spotters. As soon as I said that, his attention went, oh, fuck. They know. Right? Sort of thing. He looks at me and goes, and says this stuff in European. And all of a sudden, there's a steel, black steel, or a black, it looks like a plaque. You know how you get a trophy plaque? A trophy plaque, which means something. And you get the word carved into it, like Joe is a good tennis ball player. He won first prize. And it's carved in. It has a little guy playing ball on top. Statue, the plaque for first, second, third. Well, anyway, he gives me a plaque with the steel, and there's a carving in it, and the words say mother. It says mother, and he goes, blah, 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 blah. And next thing I know, I'm looking. The whole dream disappears, and I see mother. And then all of a sudden the words change from mother into ancient satanic ruin stuff. And there was one more word, so there's M-O-T-H-E-R, that's 6. So I think, yeah, maybe there was 6 runes. And I know one, because one looked like a bird. One looked like a bird landing, I go, that looks like a bird landing with a target on it. And the one word, the one symbol. And that's the only reason I recognize it, because the rest of them were so just crazy. And then word that goes away, and I'm back at the scene, but over here there's like a side dream, like another picture, a blow up, like on a computer. It's like you're watching the computer and all of a sudden it goes boop, and it blows up a part of the scene. Well, I see a giant rabbit head that was cut off, and there was blood leaking down at the bottom of the bridge. And I go, sacrifice, a blood sacrifice. And then, okay, remember what I just said, computer. Okay. Computer. There's a blood sacrifice of a giant, the rabbit's head was really big, I think just for me to see it, so I could see it. And then, the European guy, he wouldn't look at me. He wouldn't look at me. He never did look at me, but he faced me and said some crazy shit. European, I couldn't understand a word of it. But I got the word mother out of it. And I drew a symbol here of what looked like the bird landing. More or less. There could have been more. I don't know if it's exactly, but like this. So you guys could tell me, and all the symbols look pretty much the same except they're in different configurations, but they're all like circles and stuff. So I wake up from the dream, my spirit's telling Christ, they're yelling, Christ is yelling, Christ is running around. I can see him a little bit, and my inner light, all I hear is him talking about the dream. He just told Christ the whole dream that I had. So that tells me Christ didn't give me the dream, or Christ gave Christ consciousness. I dreamt it within Christ conscious, but it was the Creator, my inner light, following through with what I want to know. And I don't even know what I want to know. I'm just like, what the hell's going on with you guys, right? Turns out, Christ is freaking, okay? And he now has what I have. the information. I got the information from the creator about me and my aunt and this damn bridge, going over the bridge and coming off the bridge. But every time we start to come down the bridge, this gang stops us from going onto the land and crossing the bridge. Get it? Anyway, if not, I'll tell you in a minute. So, here's the symbol. This is a third. Yeah, so this would be the MOTHER. Hold on a minute. Jesus, you think you can find a pen? So this will be the H in mother. So here it is. That's what it looked like. And the only reason I remember it, because it looks like heron legs coming down. Because I take pictures of herons, and that's what I remember. And they look like that when they're landing. Their legs come out. I think they came out a little farther. But that's one of the symbols. The other symbols look pretty much like this. And I remembered it. I told Christ the symbols. I told him this one at least. Maybe my spirit told him more. But anyway, Christ was running around going bananas when I woke up. And I'm not allowed to talk. I just want to get up, dump the energy, close up, and get the fuck on with my life. I don't want to hang around because I'll get hooked up again. So, now, the road, highway number 2, it's a long road. And it comes to a bridge, which 401 goes under, but it comes down onto number 2 and goes into Tilbury and Windsor, okay? Now, on the other side of the bridge was country and then Windsor. Not really no Tilbury. So, in the dream, there was no Tilbury. It was just a bridge and then Windsor, okay? So, it has nothing to do with Tilbury. But, I've had the main dream where I meet the police and they show me this ruined fucking writing stuff. The dream. I had this 2 or 3 times. The dream, main dream. I had the other dream where I'm walking and I see 3 spotters spotting at me on the computer. Okay? Remember the rabbit got blown up on the computer screen? So that tells me, and I'm making Christ videos, okay? I'm making Christ videos. My channel gets pulled. I'm just saying, I know I can't. Well, yeah. I get pulled for Christ videos. And revert anything to the truth. Okay? And then I get pulled for that. Before that happened, before I got pulled, all my Christ videos were said, no one wants to sponsor these videos with their commercial, so you ain't getting no commercials, and it's not making any money. All my Christ videos. UFOs, aliens, no problem. Have at it. Anything else, go nuts. Then I started posting the reverse massacre, okay, the reverse speech, the Las Vegas massacre, false flag, and crisis actors. The sacrifice on the computer blown up. On the news, it's blown up. The sacrifices, Las Vegas massacre, crisis actors, this hog kid, all run by the Satanists, man. And there's 3 Satanists, okay? At the bottom of the bridge, there's 3 Satanists. And you have to come down, you have to cross the bridge and get onto the land, right? Get on a foothold into what they're doing. But every time we try to do that, we get scared back. They do something like pull your YouTube channel. They scare you back, right? I never got scared back. I just went back as far as I knew. They make it so you can't get a foothold in reality. Now, there's 3 spotters. I must have had one of these spotters that spotted my Christian Christ videos who tagged it, right? Now, there's a lot of people out there, a lot more worse than I am, okay, for Christ and Christian like that. But The difference is between my videos, I tell you the fucking truth no matter what it is. Religion gone bye-bye. This ain't, my stuff ain't religion. Okay? This is truth. As it happens to me from my experiences. So, that's the only difference. I don't know. Has anything to do with it. But, so yeah, so every time we get close, they make a sacrifice. Shut the computer down, scare you back on this side of the bridge. But yeah, she got attacked. So I don't know how she got attacked. I don't talk to her much in Vancouver. But she, oh, you know, she's one of us. I don't know exactly what she believes, like totally, but to her, me and her are like these born on the earth from other races to help the humans, and they don't like us. So in the dream, her and her spirit guides were helping out or protecting her, but as she came down off the bridge to tell everybody, she got attacked and put back. As I was coming out and telling everybody, false flag stuff, the reverse speech videos, I got scared. They scared me with a polar bear. Okay, they scared me with the spotters, or else I spotted the spotters. Then I came back. So there's always something there to scare us. And then the third time I went down there, the police were starting to arrest these two people, the spotters, and they were saying this, right? Because they just cut off a rabbit's head over there, and a blood sacrifice, stuff like that. Pretty cool, crazy dream. And I'm asking JC if I can post this video right now, because he said don't post it until he understands fully what's going on. But he said also, it could be a good thing if you post it. Maybe this is his course. Maybe this is what he's supposed to do. So anyway, I don't know. I'm probably going to post it eventually. But it'd be pretty cool. So hey, spotters. You spot that? Alright guys, see you later. Anyway, that's a dream I just had. So it was Christ consciousness gave it to me of reality, this long, prolonged reality or whatever. He gave it to me all in a dream. You just add it up, and this is what's going on in the world. Who owns the world? Satan's Christ. People who are trying to break the satanic bubble, they get feared back or attacked. Okay? Later.